In the wake of the draft, we're going division by division and assessing where things stand for the teams in the AFC South and the NFC South. So let's get started with the AFC South and where these teams went in the draft and how they look now. The Colts desperately needed O-line help to protect Andrew Luck, so they took one of the top two offensive players in the draft, Notre Dame guard Quentin Nelson with the 6th pick. Tennessee picked Alabama linebacker Rashaan Evans with its top pick. Jacksonville added Florida defensive tackle Taven Bryan to its already stout defense. Houston's first pick didn't come until the 3rd round. They got a steal with Stanford safety Justin Reid. In terms of their biggest veteran pickups this offseason, the Texans snagged, as you saw, Tyrann Mathieu after he was cut by the Cardinals. Indy signed wideout Ryan Grant. The Jags gave guard Andrew Norwell a 5-year deal worth $30 million guaranteed. And, of course, Tennessee was able to land former Patriots cornerback Malcolm Butler in free agency. Tim, the script says you're the only one that gets to touch the touch screen here, which is a really good thing.
The other guys can't handle it, I understand.
Yeah, but before we get to that, let's run through a little bit more. Best veteran newcomer in the AFC South.
And it would have been easy to choose someone off that list, but I'm going with Dion Lewis. Comes over from the New England Patriots, and I think he's got an opportunity to make that Titans offense a lot more exciting to watch. His versatility, the way they'll be able to use him in the passing game, I think will pair well with Henry in the backfield there. Next thing you know, the Titans, a playoff team from a year ago, now added a really valuable player.
Become New England South, right? We have Mike Vrabel as the head coach, and John Robinson, and now Dion Lewis.
Jeff, which AFC South rookie will have the biggest impact?
How about this second-round pick out of LSU, DJ Chark, a guy who can knock the top off the defensive backfield. And the important part to remember about here, why I think he's going to be so impactful for this team, is the fact that now it opens up the run game for Leonard Fournette. You got to have a deep threat to get that running game going. The Jaguars really like this pick.
Adam, biggest question mark among the AFC South teams?
Well, it's Andrew Luck. It has to be, right? It's one of the biggest questions in the NFL, how he's going to bounce back from that shoulder injury that prevented him from playing all of last season. Now, he was out on the field this week taking snaps. Still hasn't thrown the football, but the expectation within the organization is that he is going to be ready for the start of training camp.
That is great news. We'll see.
I'm just telling you,
that's what they think.
Put it in the pot,
stir it up,
predict the future.
Then give us the plus-minus so we have last year's records and where we are.
Last year's division winner, the Jaguars, I'm going to move them to a -2, make them a 500 team. I mean, listen, Blake Bortles is still their starter. I thought they hit him at various points throughout the season. And obviously, it's a good defense still. I get it. 8-8, that's not terrible. I'm actually predicting another 9-7 season for the Titans. I do think their additions help, but I also think with the changeover and coaching staff, there will be some growing pains. For the Colts, you know, Adam said the big question mark is Andrew Luck. And I even think with a healthy Andrew Luck, it's not a great roster. And with that being the case, I would have them at 7 wins. And then the Texans would be my big mover.
Whoa.
They would be my big
Watson
mover.
factor?
I mean, listen, Deshaun Watson was so good. Yeah. He was so good. And you got to think that, you know, they didn't have J.J. Watt. They didn't, they didn't have Deshaun Watson. And so
Whitney Merciless.
Yeah.
That's right.
Tim has the Texans winning the division.
Well, no, let me help you with math, Adam. I know you went to Michigan.
4 plus 5 is 9.
Right, and the Titans there at 9 wins as well.
Okay. Well, I'm giving the Texans a tiebreaker in the division then,
okay, right? All right. I didn't see that scenario.
You know what? It may be the obvious, but it just seems like so much here just hinges on the quarterbacks.
That's right.
Can Marcus Mariota stay healthy? We don't know how Deshaun Watson will look in his second season. And there is the
listen,
obvious.
And in terms of the Jags and doing that, look, I think part of it too is, but the division is better. I mean, let's say the quarterbacks are healthy. The division's is better. Listen, when we were talking about Bortles' new deal, Adam was moaning during that saying, you know, you were reacting to the Blake Bortles news.
No, it's just a matter of can he continue to progress? I think we all want it.
I wasn't moaning.
You liked it.
Hey.
You liked it?
We did our fancy draft. I took a couple of Jaguar wide receivers.
Did you take Blake Bortles?
No, I think that was the best option for them at this point in time. That was the best thing that they could do. And I think the Jaguars are better than they were last year. I don't think
Where am I wrong? Where am I wrong?
I think the Jaguars will be 11 wins this year.
Okay. 11 wins.
11
so who
wins.
falls
Flip
off?
that off. Yeah, who falls off then?
Well, again, I haven't had time to prep for the segment like you did, Tim. Okay, I'm just giving the Jaguars 11 wins.
I think you got the Titans pretty heavy. I think the Jags are better than the Titans.
The Titans did go to the playoffs last year.
But the Jags ended up beating them.
All right, okay. All right. I think Mariota's going to play better.
Well, actually, the Titans also beat them in week 7.
It's a
that's a tough one. That is a good division, though.
It's a very good division. If Andrew Luck is back, wow.
It is a good division. All right, lots of fun. Coming up, the NFC